Are you tired of the endless cycle of toxic relationships that drain your energy and peace of mind? Have you ever wondered if there's a way to rise above the drama and negativity, reclaiming your inner peace and strength? In this video, we're diving deep into why you must ignore toxic relationships and how the Stoic way can help you handle them. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound insight holds the key to liberating yourself from the emotional turmoil that toxic relationships can cause. But what does it truly mean to ignore the negative influences in your life? How can this ancient wisdom guide you through the toughest breakups and relationship challenges? Today, we're going to explore why ignoring toxic people is crucial for your well-being. You'll learn how the Stoic philosophy empowers you to detach from the chaos and focus on what truly matters, your own peace and personal growth. Before we dive in, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. This will help push the video to more people like you seeking peace. So, are you ready to break free from the chains of toxic relationships and embrace a Stoic mindset? Let's get music started. Reason number 1, preserve your mental health. Have you ever felt mentally exhausted after interacting with certain people, as if they drain every ounce of your energy? Toxic relationships are notorious for this, leaving you feeling anxious, stressed, and even depressed. The importance of preserving your mental health cannot be overstated, and ignoring toxic relationships is a crucial step in doing so. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or think or do, only what you do." This profound quote highlights the essence of Stoicism, focusing on your own actions and reactions rather than being consumed by others' negativity. In the context of relationships, this means recognizing when a connection is harming your mental well-being and taking steps to distance yourself from it. Consider a practical example. You have a friend who constantly criticizes you, belittles your achievements, and leaves you feeling worthless. Despite your efforts to maintain the friendship, it only brings you more pain and stress. By applying Stoic principles, you can choose to ignore their negativity and understand that their behavior is a reflection of their own issues, not a measure of your worth. Stoic wisdom teaches us to control our responses to external events. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, advised, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that our mental suffering often stems from how we perceive and react to situations rather than the situations themselves. By choosing to ignore toxic influences, you reclaim control over your mental state. Embrace the power of ignoring toxic relationships. Protecting your mental health is not an act of selfishness, it's an act of self-preservation. Surround yourself with positivity and people who uplift you. Remember, your peace of mind is priceless. As you let go of negativity, you'll find your mental resilience strengthening and your capacity for joy expanding. Choose tranquility and live a life that prioritizes your mental health and happiness. Number 2. Focus on self-growth. Have you ever felt that certain relationships are holding you back from becoming the person you aspire to be? Toxic relationships can act as significant barriers to self-growth, trapping you in cycles of negativity and self-doubt. Ignoring these detrimental influences is a powerful step toward reclaiming your path to personal development and fulfillment. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This quote underscores the importance of self-mastery in the Stoic philosophy, which involves taking control of your own life and focusing on your growth regardless of external circumstances. In the context of relationships, this means recognizing when someone is stifling your potential and taking action to distance yourself from their negative influence. Imagine a scenario where you have a partner who constantly undermines your ambitions. Whenever you express a desire to pursue a new hobby, career path, or personal goal, they dismiss your ideas and make you feel incapable. This toxic dynamic can severely hinder your self-growth as you become more focused on appeasing them rather than pursuing your aspirations. By applying Stoic principles, you can choose to ignore their negativity and focus on your journey. Stoic wisdom teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By focusing on your self-growth, you shift your attention from the toxic relationship to your own development. This means setting boundaries, prioritizing your goals, and surrounding yourself with supportive individuals who encourage your growth. Consider another example: a toxic friend who constantly competes with you, downplays your successes, and creates an environment of constant comparison. This relationship can create a toxic cycle where you are more concerned with their opinion than with your own progress. By ignoring this negativity, you can break free from the comparison trap and focus on your unique path to self-improvement. Embracing Stoic practices such as self-reflection, mindfulness, and intentional action can significantly enhance your personal growth. Journaling, meditation, and setting clear, achievable goals are practical ways to keep yourself focused on what truly matters. These practices help you cultivate a mindset that prioritizes your development and resilience over external validation. Remember, your journey of self-growth is unique and precious. By ignoring toxic relationships, you create a fertile ground for your personal development to flourish. You become free to explore your passions, hone your skills, and build a life that aligns with your values and dreams. As you focus on self-growth, you will find that your confidence, happiness, and sense of purpose will naturally expand. Choose to prioritize yourself and watch as your potential unfolds in ways you never thought possible. Number 3, reclaim your time and energy. Time and energy are two of your most valuable resources, yet toxic relationships have a way of consuming them relentlessly. Have you ever noticed how much time you spend worrying about or dealing with a toxic person in your life? Imagine redirecting that energy towards something more productive and fulfilling. Reclaiming your time and energy by ignoring toxic relationships is essential for leading a balanced and purposeful life. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements if it were all well invested." This powerful quote reminds us that our time is precious and should be spent wisely. In the context of relationships, this means recognizing when someone is a drain on your time and energy and choosing to focus on more meaningful endeavors. Consider a practical example: a colleague who constantly drags you into office gossip, complaints, and unproductive discussions. These interactions not only waste your time, but also sap your energy and leave you feeling drained and unmotivated. By applying Stoic principles, you can choose to ignore these distractions and focus on your work and personal goals. Another scenario could involve a family member who frequently involves you in their personal dramas, leaving you emotionally exhausted. While it's important to support loved ones, there's a fine line between being supportive and being consumed by their negativity. By gently distancing yourself and focusing on your well-being, you can preserve your energy for more constructive purposes. Stoicism teaches us the importance of intentional living and prioritizing our resources. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This means taking decisive action to invest your time and energy in activities and relationships that contribute to your growth and happiness. Imagine the possibilities when you redirect the time and energy spent on toxic relationships toward your passions, hobbies, and personal projects. You could learn a new skill, start a side business, or simply spend more time with people who uplift and inspire you. The mental and emotional space you gain can lead to greater clarity, creativity, and overall well-being. Embrace the power of reclaiming your time and energy. By choosing to ignore toxic relationships, you open up a world of opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Your time and energy are finite resources. Invest them wisely in pursuits that bring you joy and purpose. Remember, you have the power to create a life that aligns with your values and dreams. Choose to protect your resources and watch as your life transforms for the better. Number 4, enhance your self-esteem. Picture this. You're surrounded by people who constantly undermine your confidence, making you question your worth and abilities. Toxic relationships can have a devastating impact on your self-esteem, eroding your sense of self-worth over time. But what if you could break free from these damaging influences and start building a stronger, more confident version of yourself? Enhancing your self-esteem by ignoring toxic relationships is not just possible, it's essential. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This quote emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and self-acceptance, foundational elements for a healthy self-esteem. In the context of relationships, it means recognizing when someone's behavior is harmful to your self-perception and taking steps to distance yourself from that negativity. Consider a practical example. A friend who constantly criticizes your choices, making you feel inadequate no matter what you do. Their comments might be subtle, but over time they chip away at your confidence. By applying Stoic wisdom, you can decide to ignore their negativity and affirm your own worth. Understand that their behavior is a reflection of their insecurities, not a true measure of your capabilities. Another scenario could be a partner who belittles your achievements, making you feel that nothing you do is ever good enough. This toxic dynamic can severely impact your self-esteem, causing you to doubt your own abilities. By choosing to ignore their harmful comments and focus on your strengths, you can begin to rebuild your confidence. Remember the Stoic principle. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This means taking control of your self-perception and not letting external negativity define you. Stoic practices such as self-reflection and mindfulness can help you enhance your self-esteem. Journaling about your strengths, achievements, and positive qualities can reinforce a healthy self-image. Additionally, surrounding yourself with supportive people who appreciate and encourage you can significantly boost your confidence. Imagine the impact on your life when you stop letting toxic relationships dictate your self-worth. By focusing on your positive attributes and accomplishments, you can cultivate a resilient self-esteem that isn't easily shaken by others' negativity. This shift not only improves your mental health, but also empowers you to pursue your goals with renewed confidence. Embrace the power of enhancing your self-esteem. By ignoring toxic relationships, Your worth is not determined by others' opinions, but by your own recognition of your value. Choose to protect and nurture your self-esteem, and you will find yourself growing stronger, more confident, and more capable of achieving your dreams. Remember, you are worthy of respect and love, starting with the respect and love you give yourself. Number 5. Promote inner peace. Inner peace is often described as a state of mental and emotional tranquility where you are unbothered by the chaos around you. Achieving this serene state is a fundamental goal in Stoicism and is crucial for overall well-being. One of the most effective ways to cultivate inner peace is by ignoring toxic relationships that disrupt your life with negativity and conflict. Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "If you want to be happy, do not dwell in the past. Do not worry about the future. Focus on living fully in the present." This wisdom emphasizes the importance of staying present and not allowing external disturbances like toxic relationships to unsettle your mind. By ignoring those who bring negativity, you protect your inner peace and foster a stable and serene mental state. Imagine having a colleague who constantly gossips, creates drama, and criticizes others. Their behavior creates a tense and uncomfortable work environment, affecting your peace of mind. By choosing to ignore their toxic behavior, you are not engaging in their negativity. Instead, you focus on your work, maintaining a calm and composed demeanor. This approach helps you stay centered and less affected by external turmoil. Ignoring toxic relationships also involves setting boundaries. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Setting clear boundaries with those who disrupt your peace is an exercise of this power. It might mean limiting interactions with a toxic family member, or deciding not to engage in arguments with a confrontational friend. These actions are not about avoidance, but about preserving your mental and emotional well-being. Consider a practical example. You have a friend who always brings up controversial topics and thrives on heated debates, leaving you feeling stressed and agitated after every interaction. By setting boundaries and choosing to steer conversations away from contentious subjects, you protect your inner peace. You can still maintain the friendship, but on terms that do not compromise your tranquility. Another aspect of promoting inner peace is practicing mindfulness and self-reflection. The Stoics believed in regular self-examination to understand their emotions and reactions. Journaling your thoughts and feelings about your interactions with toxic individuals can provide clarity and help you devise strategies to maintain your peace. Meditative practices, such as deep breathing and mindfulness meditation, can also be powerful tools to keep your mind calm and centered. Inner peace is not a passive state, but an active pursuit. It requires conscious decisions and actions to protect yourself from the external chaos that toxic relationships bring. By ignoring the negativity, setting boundaries, and practicing mindfulness, you create a sanctuary within yourself that remains undisturbed by the outside world. Embrace the power of Stoicism to cultivate inner peace. By focusing on your mental and emotional well-being, you pave the way for a life filled with tranquility and joy. Remember, your peace is priceless. Protect it fiercely and let it guide you towards a happier, more fulfilling life. You've passed half of the video, and we hope you're finding these insights valuable. If you're enjoying the content so far, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us reach more people who can benefit from this Stoic wisdom. If you don't know what to comment, simply type "ignoring is power" to let us know that our session has made an impact. Now let's dive into the remaining points and continue our journey toward a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Number 6. Build healthier relationships. Imagine a garden overrun with weeds. No matter how much you water and care for the plants, the weeds will always choke them, preventing them from flourishing. This is what toxic relationships do to your life. They consume your energy, overshadowing the potential for healthier, more supportive relationships to grow. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This advice is profound in its simplicity. By distancing yourself from those who bring negativity, you make room for positive influences that can truly enhance your life. But how does this work in practical terms, especially in the context of personal relationships? Consider a scenario where you're constantly drained by a friend who only reaches out to complain or belittle your achievements. This relationship leaves you feeling inadequate and exhausted. By choosing to step back and limit your interactions with this person, you are not only protecting your own mental and emotional health, but also opening the door to new, more nurturing friendships. In a romantic context, think about a partner who constantly criticizes and undermines you. This toxic dynamic can erode your self-esteem and sense of worth. The Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control becomes crucial here. You can't change the behavior of others, but you can control your response to it. By choosing to leave or minimize contact with this partner, you reclaim your power and set a boundary that invites healthier relationships into your life. Epictetus taught that we should keep our company with those who uplift us and share our values. This isn't about abandoning everyone at the first sign of trouble, but recognizing persistent patterns of toxicity and making conscious choices to surround yourself with positivity. In doing so, you cultivate an environment where mutual respect, growth, and genuine support can thrive. As you let go of toxic relationships, you create space for connections that are based on mutual respect and encouragement. These healthier relationships can have a profound impact on your life, providing emotional support, constructive feedback, and a sense of belonging. You start attracting people who align with your values and aspirations, fostering a community where everyone benefits. Remember, the essence of Stoicism lies in understanding what is within our control and what is not. By choosing to ignore toxic influences, you are exercising this wisdom, prioritizing your well-being, and paving the way for more fulfilling relationships. Embrace the power of choosing your company wisely. Let go of the relationships that no longer serve you, and watch as your life begins to blossom with the beauty of healthier, more positive connections. Your journey towards inner peace and personal growth starts with the courage to ignore what holds you back. Stay strong, stay positive, and watch as your life transforms. Number 7. Improve physical health. Imagine waking up every day feeling a heavy weight on your chest, your mind clouded with stress and anxiety caused by a toxic relationship. This constant strain doesn't just affect your mental state, it can have profound impacts on your physical health as well. Chronic stress from toxic relationships can lead to a myriad of health issues, including high blood pressure, weakened immune function, and even heart problems. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely noted, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This quote underscores the immense toll that mental and emotional stress can take on our bodies. Take, for example, a woman named Sarah, who spent years in a toxic relationship with a partner who constantly belittled her and made her feel worthless. The stress and emotional turmoil led her to experience frequent headaches, digestive issues, and insomnia. Despite her best efforts to maintain her health, the constant negativity drained her energy and resilience. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. In relationships, this means recognizing that we cannot change another person's behavior, but we can choose how we respond to it. By deciding to ignore and distance ourselves from toxic influences, we protect our physical health as well as our mental well-being. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When Sarah finally decided to leave her toxic partner and ignore the ongoing negativity, she noticed remarkable improvements in her physical health. Her headaches diminished, her sleep improved, and she felt more energetic and alive. By prioritizing her well-being and applying Stoic principles, she reclaimed control over her life and health. The body and mind are interconnected, and by reducing stress and emotional turmoil, we allow our bodies to heal and thrive. Ignoring toxic relationships isn't just about avoiding discomfort. It's a proactive step towards safeguarding our physical health. It's about recognizing that our well-being is paramount and taking the necessary actions to preserve it. As you consider your own relationships, remember that enduring unnecessary stress and negativity is not a sign of strength. True strength lies in the courage to walk away and protect your peace. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and prioritize your health, knowing that by ignoring toxic influences, you are not only nurturing your mind, but also fortifying your body. Your health is your wealth, and no relationship is worth sacrificing it. Live by this principle, and you'll find both inner peace and physical vitality. Number 8. Increase productivity. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear mind, focused solely on your goals and aspirations. No more endless hours wasted on overthinking conversations, arguments, or the hurtful words of toxic individuals. This is the power of ignoring toxic relationships. It increases your productivity and allows you to channel your energy towards what truly matters. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom reminds us that our focus should remain on our inner world, where we can cultivate peace and productivity. When we let go of toxic relationships, we reclaim the mental space they occupied, enabling us to direct our thoughts and efforts towards our ambitions. Consider the example of Sarah, a young professional who was constantly entangled in a toxic friendship with a colleague. This colleague often belittled Sarah's achievements, spread rumors, and created unnecessary drama at work. Sarah found herself spending countless hours trying to navigate the negativity, which affected her performance and morale. Inspired by Stoic teachings, Sarah decided to distance herself from this toxic influence. She stopped engaging in gossip, minimized her interactions with the colleague, and focused on her work and personal growth. As a result, Sarah noticed a significant improvement in her productivity. She completed tasks more efficiently, felt more motivated, and even received recognition for her hard work from her superiors. The wisdom of Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, echoes this approach. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By choosing to ignore the toxic colleague, Sarah exercised control over her reactions and prioritized her well-being. This shift in focus allowed her to redirect her energy from managing drama to achieving her professional goals. In relationships, whether personal or professional, ignoring toxic influences fosters an environment where you can thrive. It eliminates distractions and allows you to concentrate on what truly matters. The clarity and focus you gain by letting go of these negative connections enhance your ability to pursue your dreams with determination and vigor. Remember, the journey to self-improvement and success often requires tough choices, including distancing yourself from those who hinder your progress. Embrace the Stoic mindset and reclaim your power. By ignoring toxic relationships, you open up a world of possibilities where your energy is solely dedicated to your growth and achievements. Stay committed to your path, and remember that true strength lies in your ability to focus on what you can control. Let go of the negativity and watch as your productivity soars, paving the way for a brighter and more fulfilling future. Number 9. Strengthen emotional resilience. We often underestimate the impact toxic relationships have on our emotional resilience. The constant negativity, criticism, and emotional manipulation can erode our strength, leaving us vulnerable and depleted. But the Stoic philosophy offers a powerful remedy: the art of ignoring. By choosing to ignore toxic relationships, we actively build our emotional resilience, fortifying ourselves against future challenges. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This quote underscores the importance of self-control and emotional mastery. When we allow toxic individuals to affect us, we surrender our autonomy and peace of mind. Ignoring them is not an act of passivity, but one of reclaiming our power and maintaining our inner tranquility. Consider the example of a person constantly subjected to a friend's undermining comments and manipulative behavior. The more they engage, the more they are drawn into a cycle of emotional turmoil. By choosing to ignore this toxicity, they can detach emotionally, refusing to let the negative words and actions penetrate their inner peace. This deliberate detachment doesn't mean avoiding conflict or running away from problems. Instead, it involves recognizing what is within our control and what is not, a core principle of Stoic wisdom. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Ignoring toxic relationships is a practical application of this wisdom. By focusing on our reactions rather than trying to change or control the toxic person, we build emotional strength. This shift in focus allows us to respond with calmness and clarity, rather than being swept up in emotional chaos. In practical terms, this might mean setting boundaries and distancing ourselves from negative influences. It means not engaging in unnecessary arguments or letting hurtful comments dictate our self-worth. By consistently practicing this form of emotional detachment, we become more resilient. We develop the ability to face adversity with a composed and unshaken mind. The transformation is profound. As we strengthen our emotional resilience, we become better equipped to handle future challenges. We can navigate life with a sense of calm and confidence, unburdened by the toxicity of others. The power lies within us to choose our responses, to guard our peace, and to build a fortress of inner strength. So let's embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. Let's master the art of ignoring toxic relationships and, in doing so, cultivate an unbreakable spirit. Remember, every step towards emotional resilience is a step towards a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Keep your mind strong, your heart open, and your focus on what truly matters. You have the power to rise above, stronger and more resilient than ever before.